Keith Urban ditches his ring as he returns to the stage for the first time since shock Nicole Kidman divorce. Keith Urban ditched his wedding band as he returned to the stage for the first time since his shock divorce from Nicole Kidman. The 57-year-old country singer, who has been embroiled in rumors that he has already moved on with a younger woman in the industry once upon a time in Hollywood, they were the perfect couple. Keith Urban, the country boy with a golden voice, and Nicole Kidman, the Oscar-winning actress who had conquered the world. When they first crossed paths back in 2005, their love felt like a fairy tale. By June 2006, they stood hand in hand in Sydney, Australia, exchanging vows inside a chapel overlooking the ocean. Fans called them the couple who proved love was real. For nearly 2 decades, their story was built on red carpets, family photos, and public declarations of love. They welcomed 2 daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret, who grew up under the spotlight of their parents' fame, but also within the warmth of a seemingly happy home. But behind the glamour, the cracks had been forming. Keith was often on the road, chasing his passion for music, while Nicole juggled movie sets around the world. Keith never sees Nicole, either she is filming or he is on tour, a source later revealed. It was as if they were living in 2 separate worlds. And then came the shocking news: after 19 years of marriage, Nicole Kidman filed for divorce. The reason given was irreconcilable differences, but those close to the couple whispered about heartbreak, betrayal, and distance that could no longer be ignored. When Keith Urban returned to the stage for the first time after the divorce, at the Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania, something was missing. His wedding ring. The 57-year-old singer stood under the lights with bare fingers, his empty ring finger speaking louder than words. Yet, in the middle of his performance, something unusual happened. As he sang Heart Like a Hometown, the slideshow behind him displayed photos of Nicole Kidman and their daughters. A bittersweet tribute. A moment that confused his fans. Was this regret? Was it love? Or was it simply the last chapter of a love story written in song? But even as Keith sang to thousands, rumors swirled. Industry insiders whispered that Urban had already moved on with a younger woman in the music world. And the name that kept surfacing was Maggie Baugh, a 25-year-old rising country artist. Fans dug up past performances of Keith and Maggie on stage. At one Las Vegas concert, he had turned toward her while singing the words, "I was born to love you." At another, he changed the lyrics of his famous duet The Fighter to sing, "Maggie, I'll be your fighter." She even reposted the clip with a stunned caption, "Did he just say that?" It was enough to fuel a storm. Nicole, meanwhile, was said to be hurt and devastated. She reportedly never wanted the marriage to end. A source close to her confessed, "Nicole's hurt and feels betrayed. It's devastating to her. She's shocked. She didn't want this and had been fighting to save the marriage." The divorce settlement told another story. Nicole would become the primary caregiver of their daughters, getting 306 days with them each year, while Keith would have just 59. A sign that perhaps Nicole wanted stability for the children in a time of chaos. And yet, the official documents carried a promise, that neither Keith nor Nicole would ever speak badly about each other, that they would both still provide a loving, stable, and nurturing relationship for their kids. A vow that, even though their love story had ended, the story of their family must go on. Today, Keith Urban continues his High and Alive world tour, traveling from state to state, guitar in hand, singing songs of heartbreak, hope, and healing. Nicole remains in Nashville with their daughters, quietly rebuilding her life, her career, and her heart. And fans are left wondering, was this just the tragic ending of a Hollywood fairy tale? Or is there still a chance, in some other world, where Keith and Nicole's story finds its way back together?